This book, the Bible, it's multi-dimensional. It's not a book that you can just read at face value. There's layers to it, things to analyze and dissect and tie together. And we see that in Proverbs chapter 16, specifically verses 1, 3, and 9. Verse 1 says, "To man belongs the plans of the heart, but from the Lord comes the reply of the tongue." Verse 9 says, "In his heart a man plans his course, but the Lord determines his steps." Verse 3, it says, "Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and he will establish your plans." I went in that order for a reason, because verses 1 and 9 are saying something very similar. As humans, we make plans, but God has the final say. He's the one directing our steps through those plans for his purposes. But verse 3 right there in the middle ties those two things together. It's the key. It shows us the posture we're supposed to have in making those plans, and that's surrender. When we surrender our plans to God, that's when he establishes them. That's when things start to align with his will. And why does this matter? Because God wants to use us, and he has good plans for us. In the book of Jeremiah, chapter 29, verse 11, it says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future." When we're determined to do things our way, when we avoid surrender, we end up fighting against what God is trying to do in our lives. Surrender determines whether we're fighting against God or we are walking with him. Either way, his purposes will prevail. The question is, which side of that are we going to be on? Now, Proverbs a day, day 15, chapter 16. I'll see you on the next one.